Have you ever wondered what sets top 1% of individuals apart when it comes to achieving their goals and living deeply fulfilling life? How they do it, what they know that others don't. This video is not about creating distance between you and them, but about closing the gap by understanding how they think and get you closer to that version of you. Because the truth is, top 1% of individuals are not born with something that you don't have, but they do think differently. They make subtle yet powerful choices every single day that compound into extraordinary results. And the best part is that you can start making those shifts today. This video is your reminder and your roadmap to step into that kind of energy. Not for the world, but for you. Top 1% individuals operate from an abundance mindset. They see pool of opportunities every single day, even in the simplest things they do. Instead of placing a heavy burden on themselves in whatever task they perform, they choose to see it as an opportunity to serve both themselves and others. This mindset also helps in facing failures because those who don't have an abundance mindset tend to see failure as failure, and worse, they derive their sense of identity from it. Research suggests that there is a higher chance that people who don't adopt an abundance mindset will take failures personally, and they might take it as a proof that they are not good enough. On the other hand, top 1% individuals accept failure as a learning opportunity and move forward. They don't cling tightly to things, and that ability to let go makes life easier to navigate. It not only makes them more optimistic, but it also reinforces their deep conviction that there are abundant opportunities. It is not that these individuals don't face challenges, but despite those challenges, they find tools to navigate their life situation. A few ways to adopt an abundance mindset are: number one, spending more time in nature. Observe trees, ocean, and the sky and feel its abundance. Nature has a beautiful way of reminding us just how much there already is. Practicing gratitude is also another powerful tool, and it does not have to be for grand life-changing things. Start with the small: your morning coffee, the food you eat, and the fact that you woke up healthy. Gratitude helps you to shift your lens from what's lacking to what's already overflowing. Top 1% individuals are active listeners, not because they lack opinions, but because they understand the value of truly hearing someone. It is easy to speak, easy to assert your views, even easier to interrupt. But what is rare and powerful is your ability to listen with presence. While most people listen with the intent to reply, they listen with the intent to understand. Good listeners stand out because they make others feel seen, heard, and valued. And that creates trust, respect, and deeper connections in both personal and professional spaces. Even in negotiations, active listening becomes a powerful tool. It is said in sales, he who mentions a number first in a deal loses the deal. That's because speaking too soon can reveal more than intended, while listening patiently can give you an insight into the other person's needs, limits, and expectations. Listening well does not mean you agree with everything. It only means that you're secure enough in yourself to hear someone else fully before offering your own perspective. It's also a mark of self-control, the ability to pause, absorb, and respond with intention instead of impulse. There's a saying, think before you speak, but top 1% individuals go deeper than that. They feel before they speak. Because many a times you may think in a certain way, but feel entirely different. You might believe this is how you need to talk to someone, but when you pause and feel the emotions behind your thoughts, you gain greater clarity on how it might make the other person feel. We might be adults, but our hearts are still like babies, soft and tender, and top 1% individuals understand this deeply. These individuals don't just speak to be right, they speak to be clear, kind, and to connect. So before expressing themselves, they pause to feel the emotions that are attached to their thoughts. Top 1% individuals put real intention in making the other person feel right because they deeply care about emotions. These individuals are highly responsible when it comes to expressing their thoughts and emotions, and that is why most of the times the most inspiring speeches come from these individuals. This ability to feel before you speak is what sets them apart. It shows emotional maturity and self-control they carry, not in just what they say, but also how they make the other person feel through their words. Top 1% individuals highly value their time and energy. I know being little reckless in life can feel fun, spontaneous, and even freeing. But the truth is, our time and energy are limited, and that's exactly what makes it so precious. Time and energy are like currency, and these individuals spend it wisely because they know that not everything requires an investment. They choose to invest themselves in experiences that enrich them and not drain them, because they're not trying to do more, but they are trying to do what matters. They work according to their work schedules, their own priorities, and what aligns the best with their energy. If you invite them for an unplanned gathering, you would find them dropping everything to just feel included or accepted. They pause, they evaluate, and only participate if it fits their schedule and honors their energy. And if it does not, they are okay saying no, not out of arrogance, but out of deep self-respect, because the truth is, you can't be available for everyone. Also, you will find these individuals avoiding participating in verbal conflicts or staying in conflicts for too long, because they understand that conflicts without real solution simply turns into a race of who is the bigger victim. And that is why these individuals don't fall for that trap. They don't need to win every argument. They'll rather win their peace. They are aware of how draining it is to stay entangled in emotional power struggles. Respecting your own boundaries is always wise because it shows how deeply you value your time and energy. In a world that has made so much progress in the field of science, it sometimes feels like humans have become dependent on that very science that once made them curious. And now many people are not fully convinced until it is proven scientifically. But some of the most successful scientists like Nikola Tesla and Albert Einstein were themselves highly intuitive individuals. I'm not saying we should ignore logic. In fact, most impactful decisions come from a balance of both logic and intuition. I sometimes watch YouTube videos from creators whose content I truly admire, but I see them using a lot of scientific studies to convince their audiences. There's nothing wrong with it. It can enhance clarity, and I do it sometimes. But all I'm saying is that one should not be so dependent on their logical mind that they start believing that if something is not proven scientifically, that means it does not exist. Because many times things might not seem logical in the moment, but still they are necessary steps toward progress. Top 1% individuals embrace intuition in such a way that it actually enhances their logic and also brings a sense of balance. It is not about choosing one over the other, but it is about letting them work together. There is a difference between idealization and inspiration. When you feel inspired by someone, you basically feel like you have those traits in you too. The same traits that you see in the other person that makes you feel inspired by them. But when you idealize someone, you do so because you think you lack those traits in you that, in your opinion, make them so perfect. But in reality, nobody is perfect, and that is why such idealization often turns into disappointment. Inspiration works because you're willing to see the imperfections in others and learn better from them. You admire their strengths without ignoring their flaws. You see their journey and not just their highlight reel. Top 1% individuals are the ones who can see the potential in others too. They are very slow to judge and open to explore. When you judge others, you basically reveal your own weaknesses. They understand very well that you get optimal results from others when you are willing to explore the potential in them just like you do it with yourself. And judging others can only limit you from doing so. For example, someone might be really good at singing but bad at dancing. Instead of focusing on what that person is bad at from your perspective, what that person is good at might help you to adjust your requirement. Top 1% individuals do not hold judgments against others because they understand that by pointing out lack in others, you basically point out lack in your ability to see the strengths in others. And when they come across difficult behaviors from others, instead of judging or criticizing them, they simply do not make others' behavior their issue and avoid indulging in responses that are counterproductive. Their focus is not on judging people but understanding them. That's what allows them to build better connections, teams, and outcomes. Now, I want you to take 3 action points from this video. Don't just watch it and forget about it the next day, because real change happens only when you act on what you have learned. So either write them in your notebook, drop them in the comments below, or email me if you like to share. Thanks for watching and take care.